Thanks for driving me today. Your car was so ordinary, I laughed. I guess your husband doesn't get paid enough. He's just an ordinary employee.
You're welcome, but is there a problem with my car?
There's nothing wrong with that, but as the rich mom of the employee residence, it's a little bit embarrassing. I feel bad that there is such a difference in quality of life between us.
I think you've misunderstood something. Having a normal car doesn't mean that we don't have money. But you have a very expensive car, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you knew. My husband likes luxury cars. But it's normal because his salary is so high. We need to use something that shows our class.
I see. Then why don't you drive your own car?
A high-class citizen like myself doesn't need to drive a car. I can gracefully travel being driven by someone else, just like today. Oh yeah, you can be my designated driver from now on.
Excuse me? What do you mean?
You can be my taxi whenever necessary. You can be the big mama's taxi driver. This is a very honorable thing, you know?
You must be joking. I just happened to pass nearby. That's why I picked you up today. I can't be your driver. I have work as well.
Wait, is your husband's pay that low? I didn't know you were so poor you both had to work. Jeez, I don't want to live in the same residence as someone like that.
Are you looking down on me? Nowadays, anyone can work as they please, with their own free will. It's wrong to look down on families like that.
Why are you being so defensive? Are you upset because I look down on you? I'm so sorry.
Anyway, I won't be your driver. You can hire one if you need to.
What are you saying? You aren't allowed to refuse.
What?
Do you not understand your situation? I'm your husband's boss's wife. If you don't do as I say, your husband's position at the company will be at risk. You know that, right?
What? What do you mean by at risk?
He might get fired. My husband might let everyone know how incompetent your husband is. I wonder what would happen then.
Is this a threat towards us?
Oh no, don't say that. I'm just being kind and warning you. There's a simple way to avoid this. Just do as I say.
So you're saying you and your husband have the right to unfairly fire an employee at will?
Don't say that. There is a good reason for it. That's what you will get for turning your back on the boss's wife.
Okay. Does your husband feel the same way?
Of course he does. He can't do any housework. He can't live without me. He does exactly as I say at home, too.
Is that so?
So do you understand? Be my driver whenever I order you to. If you don't come, you know what is coming to you.
Okay, I understand. Steven, I want to ask you something if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
What is your boss, Mr. Mayberry, like?
What? He's very kind, and he has a good heart. He takes responsibility for his team's mistakes, but he can be a little stubborn sometimes.
Oh, really? So he's not a bad man?
He's a really good man. Many employees respect him. I've learned a lot working under him. But why do you ask?
Oh, about that. His wife messaged me earlier. She seems to have a problem with her personality.
Really? Did she say something to you?
I think it's because she found out we live in the same employee residence. But she suddenly called me and used me as a taxi today. And she said she will keep on using me as a personal driver from now on. It felt like a declaration of war.
What? Are you sure that was really Mr. Mayberry's wife? I can't believe the wife of such a good man can be that crazy.
I'm thinking of having a conversation with him soon. But if I do, then everyone will know about our relationship.
Oh, right. There's nothing we can do, and if it's Mr. Mayberry, then he will understand. I don't know much about his wife, but there's probably a meaning to this, so you should talk to him about it.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
I want to get a ride today, okay? I've been called to the office by the CEO today. Apparently, she is waiting for me in her office. I guess the CEO has finally taken interest in the rich mom of the employee residence.
Wow, that's great.
So don't forget to be my taxi today. Can you pick me up right now?
I can't do that. I've already arrived at the office. You need to come by yourself.
What? What do you mean? Are you at the CEO's office?
Yeah, that's right.
Why are you there? My husband and I are supposed to meet the CEO, not you.
I'm the CEO.
What?
I've called you both for a meeting in my office. You can call a taxi or whatever. Can you come immediately?
No, this must be a joke. How can you be the CEO?
I meant exactly what I said. I'm the CEO of this company. I met my husband and asked him to join this company. He feels comfortable with being an ordinary employee.
What? I can't understand what you're talking about. Your husband works for my husband. Are you sure you're the CEO?
I think I would know if I was.
What the heck? No way. Why have you been hiding this for so long? Why didn't you tell me?
There was no point in telling you. If everyone found out I was the CEO, they would feel uneasy at the employee residence. I don't want to use my position to force people to do things they don't want to do. So I didn't need to tell you about it.
But you didn't have to hide it. I would have treated you nicely if I knew.
I don't like that either. I can't tell the difference if people are being nice because I'm the CEO, or if they're just treating me as a human being. That's why I wanted to hide it.
Then why are you driving an ordinary domestic car?
What's wrong with that? We aren't interested in cars, so we don't need luxury cars. Domestic cars are good quality and easy to drive. It's very practical and I like it a lot.
I've never met someone like you.
You use your possession to look down on people too much. I heard you use so much money too. Maybe you should take it easy.
You've talked to my husband about it?
Yeah, I wanted to know what kind of person you were at home. But I couldn't take your attitude anymore. So I called your husband to my office.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why did you call us both?
As I said, you've gone too far. I've decided to have a serious conversation with you both.
No way. Did you tell my husband about me?
Of course I did. You used your husband's position to use a fellow resident as a taxi. That will not be permitted in the employee residence. Your husband needs to know what's going on.
Why? This matter is between us, right? My husband has nothing to do with this.
Your husband doesn't feel that way. He turned super red and apologized for your behavior.
What?
You should know your husband best. He is an honest man with a lot of responsibility. He's willing to take responsibility for your actions on your behalf.
You've gone too far. I've only ordered you to do things. I haven't committed a crime. You've only been my driver a few times, right?
I've told him everything, but he feels like your actions are unacceptable.
Wait! Everything will be fine if I apologize, right? But you're also to blame for hiding the fact that you were the CEO.
You wouldn't have done it if you knew. Isn't a good enough excuse.
I know, but...
By the way, your husband has seemed to have reached his limit.
What?
You used his precious car without asking, and dented it.
That's right. It wasn't my fault.
And you were betting on horse racing with his money. Your husband seems unhappy about that too.
What's wrong with that? I like horse racing. Let me do what I want.
Use your own money to do whatever you want. Your husband says.
What? How can I? I'm a stay-at-home wife.
He's considering divorcing you. So that means you don't need to be a stay-at-home wife anymore.
What? Wait, what do you mean? I can't allow this. My husband would never say that. You're joking.
It's true. Your husband is such a pure and honest man. He couldn't divorce you as he welcomed you into his house as a wife. But this time, it was too much for him.
What do you mean?
Causing trouble for other people and not feeling bad about it? If he stays with a wife like that, she will continue to cause trouble. He realized he had lost his feelings towards you A long time ago.
No, he wouldn't say such a thing.
If you feel that way, please come to my office. Let's have a conversation about this incident. I'm glad your husband was a good person.
I would have fired him if he was like you. Okay, I'm coming right now. Please, don't escalate things without me.
I don't think this will escalate any further, so don't worry. Please hurry though, your husband won't stop kneeling in front of me. You've been taking advantage of such a good man. The easy life is over for you. Julie rushed to my office immediately afterwards. She saw her husband apologizing and joined him. However, Mia was not interested in her attitude towards her, but she asked Julie not to treat other residents like that. Julie's husband couldn't divorce her for so long, but he couldn't take his wife's behavior anymore. So he decided to be true to his feelings. He decided that he couldn't stay at the employee residence any longer and moved for divorce. Julie has been kicked out from her home, but she finally was able to realize how incompetent she was. So maybe it was for the better.
I heard the news. You're gonna quit your job and start your own business, right? How's it going? Yeah, didn't I tell you about it? Hey, who do you think you are? Huh? What? Do you think you're skilled enough? I'm surely better than you. But you're starting your own business before me? What are you thinking? What are you talking about? Don't act stupid. My manager told me that you're starting your own restaurant. I'm not acting stupid or anything. I guess you're misunderstanding something. I've been working with you for 5 years. But I had been working there before you got in. I've been trained longer than you. I totally thought I was going to be the first one to start my restaurant. Uh-huh. I wasn't even competing with you at all. So what's so wrong with it? You're skilled too, Nate. I think you can do it. Huh? Why are you talking like you're above me? You seem to be very cocky now that you've got your own restaurant. I didn't mean it like that. Are you even hearing what I'm saying? Of course, I want to have my own restaurant. But you're starting your own before me. You're totally picking a fight with me. It's true that I finally made my dream come true. But you're misunderstanding. I'm not trying to be someone here. Did you properly hear about it from the manager? I've dreamt of that moment too. Because of you, I couldn't get a chance to become a head chef. I'm surely better than you. I've trained longer than you. Why am I still in charge of the desserts? Even an amateur can make them. That's not true. They let you do it because you're good at it. On top of that, dessert is our selling point. So I'm sure you can be proud of yourself. I'm saying that way of talking is cocky. You don't even know anything about me. How would I know? But since I'm quitting, if you want to become head chef, why don't you just go ahead and tell the manager that's what you want? Complaining to me doesn't change anything. Where's your restaurant at? Huh? What? The location. Where's it gonna be? I'm planning on renting a place near the station. What does that have to do with this right now? Do you want a watch or something? A watch? What are you talking about? A place near the station, huh? You think you're so much better than me. I can't stand it. You're doing something I've always wanted to do. You've been annoying for all these 5 years. But now you're the worst. What are you saying? You don't have any right to say that. You're surely gonna fail. Your restaurant will instantly be out of business. I guarantee it. Can't you at least be happy for me? I'm working hard on it. I'm about to get it started. I've been engaging myself in the world of French cuisine for over 10 years. Only a few people out there can succeed. You probably aren't one of those people. Look, man, you're being disrespectful. I just want to resurrect my grandpa's shop again. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I didn't know your grandpa also had a restaurant. You don't even know anything about me. Why are you suddenly picking on me? If you're jealous, why don't you go start your own restaurant? I wouldn't wish for you to fail. Jealous? There's no way I'm jealous. I know you're gonna fail and be in debt in the future. I'll be waiting for that day to come. You're the worst. You've completely ruined your reputation with me. You don't even have to come to my shop. I'm not letting you know when I'm starting. You don't have to. I won't go anyway. I won't ever eat food made by someone like you. I was eating your staff meal, but it always tasted like trash. Like I said, I won't ever serve you a meal. Good for you. Now you don't have to eat my bad food. All right, don't pick on me ever again. I just want to spend the rest of my time here peacefully. You're starting today, right? But I don't think anybody's coming today. It's gonna suck because nobody's coming on your first day. Huh? Nate? It's been a while. What's up all of a sudden? It's true it's my first day today, but how did you know that? I didn't tell you. I thought I should surprise you on your first day. Well, thank you so much for it, but that was completely unwanted. There's a reservation for 80 people today, right? Huh? What? What if it gets canceled on the first day? What are you saying? You were working for a famous French restaurant, so you might get some customers. But I won't let you succeed, sucker. Seriously, what are you talking about? A reservation for 80 people? I just couldn't forgive you for doing what I've always wanted to do. So I made a reservation today at 7 p.m. But I'm gonna cancel it. How do you feel now? There's no way 80 people were gonna be there tonight anyway. Yeah, I run a watch store. What? What are you talking about a reservation? My shop has been open since the morning today, and I've already closed it for the day. What are you saying? What? You're running a French restaurant. Weren't you supposed to start it near the station? I never said I was gonna open a French restaurant. What? Dude, you were just assuming that I was gonna start a restaurant, right? Did you hear that from someone? How? What? You've been working at a French restaurant for the past 5 years. Starting your own business has got to be opening your own restaurant, right? I realized I wanted to move on to something else. So I wanted to quit it quick, but I had no specific reasons for it. But then my grandpa passed away. When I was a kid, my grandpa used to repair watches, which I thought was pretty impressive. I liked to copy him, and sometimes he complimented me. What are you talking about? He closed his shop because he was in the hospital. It was vacant until now. I've been saving up until now, so I purchased it and decided to start it up again. I don't understand. Like I said, you don't know anything about me. But you regarded me as your rival? You just assumed things. I'm in fact a watch shop owner now. There's no restaurant. There's no way I can succeed in the world of French cuisine. I've never even been a manager or a head chef. You're right, but I'm not that dumb. I'm not even that passionate about it. I was just following the head chef's orders. I was always wondering why you regarded me as your rival. I totally thought you were trying to be a head chef like me. No, I wasn't. By the way, are you all right with your reservation? Huh? I don't know where you made that reservation, but if I'm not mistaken, you made a reservation for 80 people at someone else's restaurant, right? Oh no. Why don't you contact them and confirm it? There was a restaurant that was open today, coincidentally. Moreover, it said the head chef used to work at a famous French restaurant. I totally thought that was you. The chef's name was also Michael, I believe. Well, sorry for having a common name. Dude, if you made that reservation at the new one on top of the building near the station, you're done. What? I'm pretty sure it's owned by some famous TV chef or someone. Who knows what they'll do to you? I've been getting a phone call from someone I don't know. But it could be from the restaurant. Hey, if they're giving you a call, why don't you answer it? Are you trying to run away? You know that's a crime, right? You're gonna cause a lot of trouble for their business. I know. Shut up, man. Holy crap, I made the reservation online, so they know my personal information. That means I got nowhere to run. They said I have to pay for all the services. What? I made the reservation for their $200 full course dinner for 80 people. What should I do? Oh my god. I can't stop laughing. How did this happen? It's your fault. You said you were starting your own business. You confused me. There's no way I can pay for this. Man, I can't do anything about it. I guess you just have to explain the situation to them and apologize. I don't think they're gonna forgive you, though. Still, better than doing nothing. I'm screwed, man. There's no way I can pay for it. You're the one who caused it, so you better help pay for it. I'm begging you. I won't pay for you. I'm not responsible for that. You just assumed things and did everything yourself. You got no choice but to pay for it, huh? I think your boss also has a connection with them as well. If they got to know that, you'd be in big trouble, right? Huh? With my boss? Of course. They're both pretty famous. It's gonna be a problem for sure. What should I do? I can't pay $16,000. I don't have that much money. Well, to be honest, it's all your fault. What? It's my fault? Of course it is. You were just jealous and trying to make me fail. You did everything just to annoy me, right? Then it's all your fault. If you learned your lesson, why don't you stop doing dumb things like this? Well, it's too late now. Wait a sec, I'll seriously be in big trouble. Give me a hand. I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it. I've already quit the restaurant. I'm now just a watch shop owner. Too bad for you, huh? That you couldn't trick me. Tell me how it goes. Nathan went there to apologize in person, but he had to pay compensation. He couldn't pay for it with his savings, so he had to go into debt. On top of that, his boss found out about everything, and he got fired. He now has no job and is in debt. He finally learned his lesson. On the other hand, Michael is living a peaceful life as a watch shop owner in the town.
Can you compensate for the hearing aid that you broke?
Huh? What now?
I'm saying that because you broke it. I want you to compensate for it. And as you ruined my wedding as well, I want you to do something about that too.
I broke it? How fragile is it? It was already broken, wasn't it? I know you're faking it and trying to get money out of me.
You pulled it out of my ears and broke it. Knock it off and pay for it.
I thought it was an earphone. You're the one who should be blamed for wearing something like that. You should know that you shouldn't be wearing earphones during a wedding.
I told you 1,000 times that they're not earphones. Even if they were, it's unacceptable what you did.
Young people nowadays are always wearing earphones and not listening. So it's not my fault for thinking that.
Why don't you look at your excuses again? If you can't, I don't think you're okay.
No matter how many times I give it a thought, it doesn't change anything. You're the one to blame.
I can't live properly without hearing aids. On top of that, it was my wedding. Why would you do that on such a special day?
Look, I get that. But you made me mistake it for earphones. And also, your daily behavior is inappropriate.
What are you saying? I've never worn earphones before.
Liar. Young people are all wearing it.
Why do you think I'm lying? Don't you get it?
Yeah?
And how could you say that my daily behavior is inappropriate? What are you even saying?
You know what? I'm the president of your husband's company. You better watch your mouth.
No, you're the one who should watch your mouth. You're acting like a child.
Want me to fire your husband?
Is that all of vocabularies you got? Why don't you apologize now?
I hate young people because they all talk like that. You think I won't fire him?
You probably would. You probably think you can get away with anything just because you're the president of a company. But I'll get you to compensate for it, okay?
Compensation? Did you just look up what that means on Google?
So what?
You don't know anything about the real world.
Look, it's 2023. Whatever. Can you pay for the replacement, please?
Look, there's no obligation for me to pay for anything. I'm sure everyone was thankful for me for having done that.
What? Sorry, I don't see anything right about what you just said. Let me think about it.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I gave it all my thoughts, but it still doesn't make any sense at all. Why do you think everyone would be thankful that you pulled out my hearing aids?
Because everyone knows it's common sense to not wear earphones at a wedding. I'm sure they're appreciative.
They're not earphones. Don't you understand?
Even if they weren't, it doesn't matter.
Why?
You didn't explain that they were hearing aids to anyone. Therefore, how would anyone know that they weren't earphones? Don't you see?
I understand that, but
So even now, some of them probably think they were earphones. And they appreciate what I did.
and you're thinking most of them appreciate you, huh?
Right. No matter how you see it, I was in the right.
So, even if it was a hearing aid, I should be blamed for not being considerate and not telling people about it?
That's right. Looks like you finally understand.
I've never met such a piece of trash like you before. I should call the police on you.
Shut your mouth already. Want to get your husband fired by speaking up to me like that?
I'll tell my grandfather about you.
Huh? Who? What, is he on the school committee?
He's the chairman of the Heckox group that supervises your company.
That's impossible. There's no way I wouldn't know that.
Right, because I've never told you about this before. Heckox is my grandma's maiden name, so my family name isn't Heckox. So you wouldn't know, naturally.
No. No.
What are you, a child? Face the reality. So considering how quiet you are, you realize that you've done something wrong, right?
If I had known, I wouldn't have done that.
So you change your behavior depending on the person. Look how pathetic you are.
I can't help it because you're the chairman's granddaughter.
Anyway, you've been saying that you're gonna fire my husband, but that doesn't work here. So, any last words?
It was a fantastic wedding. A happy wedding. I'm so happy for you.
Excuse me? How are you feeling right now?
I never thought that gloomy Ian had such a lovely girlfriend. By the way, didn't the chairman come to the wedding today?
Yes, he did. He usually doesn't come to these things, so he watched the whole wedding from another room.
I see. Does that mean he watched the whole fuss?
Yes, he was watching it. He was very upset.
Okay.
So you don't even have to be respectful now. There's nothing you can do.
What did the chairman say about it?
Well, exactly as you think.
Damn it. Everyone's just... I didn't know.
Maybe you didn't have any ill intent, but after that fuss, you screwed up. But I don't have to feel sorry for you.
I'm sorry. I'm begging you.
No, you should just meet him in person. I would probably punch you if I saw you in real life.
Then I'm going on my own now. Is he still in the same room?
That's a waste of time. I don't recommend doing that.
You should listen to me. I'm the president of my company. Let's see, little brat.
Wow. For your information, my grandpa won't be on your side.
Huh? Why? I've worked hard for the company, okay?
There were some people that helped me when you harassed me. My grandpa saw that and thanked them.
Did she what?
They were all young, but you think young people are all stupid, right? He gave them gifts as a thank you for helping me after what you did. Do you get it?
No.
It doesn't matter if you're older or younger. It's just that you're a terrible person.
I don't care. Hypocrites. Let me talk to him. He'll understand my point of view.
Just give it up already. You're embarrassing yourself. Admit that you're a horrible person already and pay for what you've done.
I couldn't help it. It was a misunderstanding. Anyway, I'm gonna go see him in person to apologize.
Fine, I'll let you do that.
He needs to understand.
You're pretty much done for already. You're being roasted on the internet.
Huh?
The clip where you yelled at me and pulled the hearing aid out of my ears kinda went viral. Currently, hundreds and thousands of people have already watched it.
Huh? Who the hell uploaded it?
A friend of mine did. I didn't want this to happen.
If you didn't want to, just ask your friend to delete it.
Of course I did. But it had already gone viral. I couldn't stop it.
No way. Is my face in the clip as well?
Yes, of course. Your name and company has been revealed as well.
What can I do? Should I make a call to some kind of counseling center?
Oh, that's a good idea. Making a call to a counseling center when you're being roasted on the internet. It may be a good idea.
Is it? Can't you give me more options?
No, I can't. Well, what goes around comes around. I don't care. You get to know how scary the internet is now.
Cops. I gotta call 911.
I don't think they're gonna take you seriously. I would say they're the ones that have something to do with you.
Hey, what should I do? I'm getting a lot of texts from my friends.
Ah, so your friends found the clip. Isn't this great?
A lot from my clients. Hey, what should I do? Please, tell them that it was a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? What are you talking about? What is there to misunderstand?
Hey, then what do I do? Give me a hand.
You're still acting like a victim even though you did everything on your own. There's no way I'm helping you.
Anyway, I want to properly apologize. So give me a quick call. Please, I'll apologize.
You're sick.
Hey, wait! I'm sorry! For real! Can I call you?
I can't talk to you on the phone right now.
Huh? Why?
Because you broke my hearing aid.
Ah, right.
You forgot it and say you want to apologize. How selfish you are. Really, you only care about yourself.
I can't help it, alright? Think about what I'm going through.
Oh, finally the clip has reached over 700,000 views. At this rate, it's gonna be over 2 or 3 million views in no time. How's your work?
The shareholders are complaining about it. It's over. My life and everything.
Wait a sec. Before you feel disappointed in everything, pay the compensation, okay? After that, feel disappointed as much as you like. Don't shut up so suddenly.
Is it fun to ruin others' lives so much? You're terrible. I'll never forgive you.
What are you saying? After that, I sued him. As a result, he had to pay for the hearing aid he broke, for the wedding expenses, and for full compensation. Obviously, he was let go from the company. He left the state entirely. He barely had a chance to recover. On top of all that, the clip went viral all over. He's completely lost his position in society. What's he gonna do?